This video will demonstrate how to assemble the frame for the YKK AP storefront door system. The purpose of this guide is to show how each component fits together to create a complete, ready-to-install door frame assembly. The frame has already been unboxed. So let's begin by reviewing what's included and how each piece connects. You'll find three main pieces: the hinge jamb, the strike jamb, and the frame head. If you look closely at the frame head, you'll notice the pivot hinge hardware is already pre-installed at the factory. The head also includes the bottom floor pivot bracket, which attaches at the base of the jamb and aligns directly with the threshold. This ensures both pivots are perfectly aligned during installation. Now, let's identify each component. The jamb with the strike hole cutout is the strike jamb. Near the top, you'll see 6 pre-drilled holes, which indicate the top end. The other jamb, which does not have a strike prep, is the hinge jamb, also called the pivot jamb. It also has 6 holes near the top for orientation. The frame head is the shorter horizontal piece and comes with the upper pivot hinge pre-assembled. Lay out all components flat on a clean surface with the frame stop and weather strip facing upward. On both ends of the frame head, you'll see notches designed to accept the jamb extrusions. Slide each jamb into the notches until the ends are fully seated and flush with the head. Once properly aligned, the pre-drilled screw holes will line up perfectly. This is where you'll use the YKK AP frame assembly hardware. Inside your hardware pack, you'll find screws for both the frame and pivot hinge connections. For the head-to-jamb connection, use 6 screws total, 3 per side. Each screw threads into the reinforced channel inside the jamb extrusion. Start each screw by hand to verify alignment. Then tighten evenly to secure both corners of the frame. Next, install the bottom pivot assembly. This component aligns directly beneath the top pivot already mounted in the head. Slide the bottom pivot bracket into the machined notch at the base of the jamb and fasten it with the provided screws. The precision machined fit ensures accurate alignment and smooth operation. On the opposite side of the frame, install the threshold support bracket the same way. Slide it into position, align it flush, and tighten the screws. Now it's time to install the threshold. When you purchase a YKK AP storefront door system from Door Closers USA, your threshold arrives pre-notched, pre-drilled, and prepped for pivot hardware. This eliminates the need for field cutting or notching and guarantees a perfect fit straight out of the box. If you've ever worked with standard extrusions, you know they typically require on-site modification. The YKK AP system saves time and ensures a clean, professional installation with factory precision. On the pivot side, you'll notice 2 notches in the threshold that align with the pivot hinge hardware. Slide the threshold beneath both jambs. There are 3 countersunk holes total, 2 on the pivot side and 1 on the strike side, for fastening it to the frame. Once aligned, secure the threshold using the provided screws. On the strike jamb side, you'll see a single notch near the top. Slide that end into its support bracket and tighten the screws to lock it in place. After tightening all hardware, the frame and threshold assembly should feel solid, square, and properly aligned. During installation, you'll notice 3 countersunk holes in the threshold for floor anchoring. These allow the frame to be fastened securely to the substrate. Floor anchors are not included, as the correct anchors depend on your surface, concrete, tile, or other materials. Choose anchors suitable for your installation conditions. At this stage, your YKK AP storefront door frame is fully assembled and ready for glazing and door hanging.